which all suffering exists. And if ignorance is removed, then suffering disappears. And then we suggested the Eightfold Path to remove ignorance. If you notice, this whole program is about just understanding differently the views of the world. We're questioning every view of the world. Should I manage people? No longer. Should I criticize myself? No longer. Should I interfere unnecessarily with my children and others? No longer. Should I just speak of things that are of no use whatsoever to me? No longer. The right intentions are when we are doing activities, are they causing harm? Are they causing any interference? That means you're curtailing the freedom of something. That's right intentions. Right speech. We've already talked about this. If we're opening our mouth, then is it really, really useful to me and to others around? At least one filter it must pass. Positive, truthful, and useful. One filter. Then it should come with right intention. It should come at the right timing. And it should come with the right tone. Buddha talked about 3 things that qualify to speak. And 3 things the way you speak, when you speak. Useful, truthful, positive, then you speak. See if it's the right timing. Is it now to speak or something else, some other time? Tone. You want somebody to know about it. What is the tone you're using? Aggressive? And what is the intention you have? You're giving a judgment, you comment about a design review. What's your intention? The intention is to expose them. Intention is to see that things get better. What is the real intention when you're giving a review comment? Or you're going and then talking about improvement? Speech must have these 3. The Buddhist model, Gautam Buddha, they talked primarily 2 things. One, you must have wisdom. Second, you must develop compassion. Wisdom, that intelligence that we've been learning, and compassion, so cultivate good emotion. So you can't just have emotional regulation but not have knowledge. And so then we won't be able to act in many ways appropriately. And you can't just have intellect developed, the wisdom developed, buddhi developed, you not have emotion, then there's no feeling. So these 2 have to be developed fundamentally. Right action, right livelihood. Our actions are talking to others, right actions, in doing things. Spend time with nature, gardening. You know it, our dharma, that where you need to give time, you have to give time with the children, with the family. There are spiritual children concepts, so give time with them. People are looking up to you for help, guidance. They become spiritual children. Those who are there next to you are where you take care of them physically. You don't have to take care of somebody somewhere physically. They're locally, they'll take care. But physically, we have the responsibility to take care of our maids, our drivers, just as we take care of our children. Their problems will always be there, something or the other. Support them physically, materially. But to everybody else, share your wisdom, the right views. Actions follow our views and speech. They follow. They're based on a character. If the character changes, they're based on our views, then actions change. Livelihood is very clearly can be explored and understood. What am I causing? Am I earning money by causing hurt, harm, and interference to somebody? I developed this great app. That app is going to go through all the privacy, breaks all privacy of, family members, particularly children. Is it a great app? It completely breaks the trust. It takes away all the privacy aspect of children. And then we use this, and then somebody develops it. It cannot be right livelihood. You are causing or encouraging interference significantly. Rather than spending time, rather than becoming a friend, we make it convenient to take a shortcut many times. Spend time with the child. If the child is not appropriately behaving or appropriately you feel is not matching up, first of all, there's no question of behaving. If you have the right view, then recognize the child as a god. And they only become friend. And when you have friend, when you have loving connect, then naturally they are listening always. Every time they are listening always. If you make a friendship with them, because they listen to friends, so we're not just friends, that's all. Right livelihood. Things that are there, which are encouraging non-vegetarian food significantly. Everything in that whole chain becomes questionable from a livelihood perspective. Everything that from packaging industry to designs to, the directly selling to, on the whole chain of it, which is causing deep hurt. Livelihood has to be explored significantly. It must add value. It must enable and help life grow and thrive. Whatever we do must help life grow and thrive. Let them experience more life. Which means they'll come back to only these three, friends. They'll ultimately come back to no killing, no violence, and no interference. These three. Interference is a big, big word. We have to constantly explore this. Giving suggestions unasked. The only time Scott Peck is saying roadless travel, the Harvard professor, the only time you have the question, right to question somebody is when you know it's going to help them grow spiritually. That means they develop greater right views. And they're going to assimilate them through some kind of meditation practice. If there are only two reasons why you have the right to question them, otherwise everything else is so tiny, they're here to experience. Help them learn more, help them assimilate it by practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Then everything will be taken care. Yes, if it's taken care for us, it will be taken care for them. Then in terms of inner exploration, it's talking about right effort. Right effort is read the right books, spend time with the company of masters, change your friend circle where we're not wasting a lot of time and energy. Instead, be with a group of people here, become friend with Ratanavelji, our greatest master here, who is so passionately talks of the book clubs and then is passionately went about teaching to spine injured people in Coimbatore for 40 days as an example. Very compassionate. So there is so much wisdom in this master. We speak to them, make it, put it in the contract as Ratanavel Buddha see you. Our efforts are who are we spending time with? What kind of books are we reading? We replace the detective novels. Everything has a place, no doubt. But there is add something to the shelf. All these great books. Right effort towards it. You must read Patanjali Yoga Sutra to understand all meditation practices. So we get so much clarity. Right effort. And right concentration, right meditations are Gautama Buddha talked about. Looking inward is the right concentration, not outward. Looking inward. What are the right techniques that you're using? Observe the breath. Simple. That is the beginning, that's the end of meditation. Observe the breath. If Gautam Buddha's living, if the Gautam Buddha is still living in the hearts of people world over, there must be a good reason. And if Gautam Buddha became synonymous to meditation, we must look at and say, what meditation practice am I doing? Of course, here everybody is doing breath mindfulness directly from Buddha. Only one thing, Ana-Pana-Sati Vipassana. Concentration technique. Sit down comfortably, observe your breath. And right meditation is to now go and explore within that. Within that, Kayanupasana, Chittanupasana, Bhavanupasana, Vipassana. We go beyond these stages, go beyond the body, go beyond the feelings, go beyond the mind stuff. Vipassana is the true seeing. We see everything that is there, part of the field. We do astral travel. We go about seeing all my past and the future. We understand more about ourselves. Dhyana, Dhi plus Yana, means Yana is travel, Sukshma Sharira Yan. So Buddha's Eightfold Path is talking about fundamentally developing our views and intentions. The views really comes back to jnana, that develop the right views. Automatically, when the views are developed, things start following, dear friends. You develop the right views, you practice that right concentration, things will happen automatically. Right views are the wisdom, right concentration is the technique which develops our emotional intelligence to develop compassion. Wisdom and compassion, this will get developed automatically. Buddha talked about body and mind. Although there is there is a wheel of suffering, and then to end the suffering of birth and death, one must remove the ignorance. So when they talked about cycle of birth and death, so there is reincarnation, but he's decided to talk about experiencing life here fully, very mindfully, just having this compassion and wisdom so that we are experiencing life here fully. It's not gone beyond life after death, explaining in detail or talking about it. Although the cycle of life and death is there, which means birth and rebirth is there, that understanding is there. He himself has, the story goes, himself has seen all his past births, all his future, and then what is the purpose for the current. In those 3 hours of meditation practice that he did, he discovered breath mindfulness meditation on a Bodhi tree after 6 years of various practices. Even though he understood life cycle of birth and death is there are many things that you can do, but he stayed focused on living this life greatly with right wisdom and the right compassion developed, like Osho. Osho is all about living this life fully, freely. Not that they don't know, it's just that they chose to focus on one thing. Because they know that the rest of it will be explored by everybody else. Automatically, they'll explore. When they go there, they'll not explore. So let's go into meditation, dear friends. We continue to explore in different angles, slowly. They're not very different from how we spoke about as concepts during the program, isn't it? They're not very different. But we have a perspective here. They just spoken in different ways. But all these 8 things must be practiced simultaneously. They're not like one after the other. They're be practiced simultaneously. Right? They all happen simultaneously. With the right wisdom, right meditation, everything else will fall in place. We simplify and say, do these 2 things. Relax yourself, my friend. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Practicing breath mindfulness meditation. As you see in the picture, welcome to anybody who's new. You sit down on the floor in the chair, cross-legged, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, eyes closed. If you're wearing spectacles, remove them and observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Our goal is to go into meditative states that are empty, emptiness, or some kind of sensation state. It happens automatically when you observe the breath. In case you have thought at any time, bring your attention back to the breath. This is called breath mindfulness meditation. Before this, we're practicing something called heart elevation. If for 5 minutes, just follow my guidance actively for it. Where you keep your hands on your chest area. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. Allow yourself to merge into your in-breath and the out-breath. Can you become aware of the emptiness or sensation inside of you, all around you? become aware of the emptiness, that energy, the sensation, as you merge into your breath. Allow yourself to experience that endless depth of that emptiness stretching far and wide. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of energy with limitless possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this blackness, that void, where there's no body, where there's no thing, the more you tune in to these possibilities, friends. Let's express gratitude to all things and everybody, to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, to this nature, to everything you use, to yourself, and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Do you have before we go into the breakout rooms, do you have Anusha madam here today? The announcement is Anantaji.
Anusha madam is not there, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can I see?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful wisdom session and meditation. Dear friends and masters, I'm sure all of you have been feeling the bliss. The bliss you feel simply because of meditation. Wouldn't you like to spread this bliss around you, among your family, your friends, your neighbors, and your acquaintances? Social media platforms play a major role to spread this awareness to every individual and to reach a large number of audience. Our aim is to empower everyone with this scientific meditation wisdom. So please like, follow, and subscribe to our social media channels and share this information to your near and dear ones. Your support is just a tap away, dear masters. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, friends. So let's go into the breakout rooms, and where your facilitators are eagerly wanting to interact with you. Today will be the last breakout session. So last chance in a group that we share our learnings of this whole program. Of course, we're going to share during the rest of the week, but there'll be a larger group. The objective, our objective is that if you make 5 friends from this program, then I believe our objective is met. Make 5 friends. Doesn't matter from where they are. And so that you have them with you to call and then speak to every time you had an experience or not. Please have that intention. So automatically you will have attract right people to support your growth. And so look at it in a breakout rooms, you explore, people may be sharing, you might connect to that and say, oh, this person is talking quite relevant to what I'm thinking. So those are the ones that you may want to go back and then interact. Our facilitators will support you. Okay. Later, in case you need to have a conversation with them, of course, we take their approval, but then we can give you that connection. The intentions are right, automatically we will get to the right people. So thank you. With that, I request Koti to clear the rooms, please.
Yes, sir.
But you need to send an invitation to me again. My pop-up disappeared. Or maybe I can join. Okay.
Yeah, you can join second post.
This pop-up is really staying just for a few seconds.
We'll resolve it, sir. Yes, we'll check it.